been a while. I've been busy doing other things with the drone and just things a little more leisure lately. But high tide here at Second Beach, Olympic National Park, and I had to blast out here. High tide was about 7:30 this morning, and so headed out, been up all night and made it here. And laid back in the car, just about fell asleep, and I woke up. Actually, I did, and it was starting to get light. So made it here just in time. Crescent moon with a nice pink sky first thing this morning, and I shot down south that direction with all of the logs in the foreground here. And stepping back a bit, I shot from further north on down and had that moon sitting right there, and of course it's disappearing right now. So high tide, it's pushing pretty good. I had to skirt along the logs here to get where I wanted to be, and cold last night. Temperature was pretty cold, so there's ice, so it's kind of a scramble here on these icy logs. Anyway, the tide should start moving slowly back out, and I can look for some more composition. It's going to be quite nice today, so I think I don't know, the light might be a bit intense. So plan is to stick it out, and then hopefully there'll be a nice sunset tonight. I assume there will be. So I'll spend the morning here, most of the day, and then head back into Forks, and probably then for sunset hit Rialto Beach, which is a bit north here at La Push. So a fine March day, and spring begins shortly. It's nice to have longer days as well. So sunset is like just before 7:30 now. So anyway, hope you come along, and I'm looking for some nice composition. And I did shoot the sunlight just now coming off these stacks here with these logs in the foreground, and I focus stacked with 3 exposures. These logs, that log there in the center, and then those trees up top on that big stack. And I haven't really shot south. There's a hole down there in the wall, and I've been through that many times. I've logged this a lot. Same with Rialto, but I needed some salt, and get some salt in the lungs, and move around a bit. So I needed some salt air, and it feels good. And so I'll just be walking these beaches here and see what I can come up with. Again, the light's going to be pretty intense. Beautiful day. While I'm at it, I thought I'd pause before I spoke. I liked this big old stump here on the left, and that big log and the end of it out there. So I thought I would maybe convert that to black and white. So I put on a 10 stop, and I slowed it down from, played with about 10 to 20 seconds, and I think 20 seconds with the 10 stop, and f8. So that should turn out pretty good. It slowed the water down nicely, and with that nice light cloud cover, little blue, I think that'll turn out nice converted. Sun's moving up. It was nice to see it barely hit those stacks out there, each stack on the left, and now of course the sunlight's hitting it all. So I'll see if I can't line that up here before the light gets too strong. Kind of like the contrast here with this dark first stack right here and the sunlight coming off the second and the third. So I shot that with the water going out with tide receding, so I could get the black shadow of that rock right there in the foreground. And I can bring the shadows out, of course, later. but I like the lighting on those stacks out there with the white incoming waves. As mentioned many times in previous vlogs, when the tide is out, there's a whole cove that goes in there, and that's all rocky pools. It's great for tide pooling. I don't know how far the tide's going to recede today, but further out, the starfish are pretty unbelievable. But the tide has to be out quite a ways. The further north, basically you get trapped unless the tide is far enough out. You can actually skirt through the hole in the wall there or around, but usually you're trapped in the corner there.